Hello there, this is Squatch, and this is the Japanese J7W1. And this is only my third game in it, so I'm a J7W1 newbie. No unlocks yet. I'm still kind of forming an opinion on it. And to set up this match, about 10 minutes have gone by, and I haven't really seen any action. All the action that I was going to see got killed by my teammates. So there aren't that many players left in the match. Maybe 3 or 4, probably 4 or 5 on our team, and 3 or 4 on their team. Now, what I do know is that there are 2 pesky Bearcats over in this general direction, and if I had to guess, they're probably going to be trying to hunt down that G8N. Now, I definitely do not want to get in a turn fight with a Bearcat in a J7W1. From my short time playing this, I do know that. This thing turns terribly, but it does go very good in straight lines, so I'm going to have to boom and zoom these things once I see them. And there is Top Gun, who just so happens to actually be the top pilot on the enemy team, so it'd probably be good to take him out first. And as I suspected, the Bearcat is going after that G8N. And it looks to be the F8F1B, which means it has 4 20mm cannons, 2 on each wing. And that made pretty short work of the G8N, so unfortunately I could not save him. But what I can do is avenge him. Now it looks like the G8N gave him a little bit of trouble because he's trailing some smoke now. And he's not having the best time maneuvering his aircraft. Normally the F8F is very, very maneuverable. But he's just going to give me a great deflection shot, and I'll take that shot any day. He got pounded by 4 30mm cannons. Never a good thing to get pounded by 30mm cannons. So there should be another Bearcat in there. There he is, Romantic Pilot. Probably on his way to try to save Top Gun 117 over there, but a little too late on that. And he's coming straight at me. He's going to try a head-on with a J7W1. Not a good idea. 4 30mm cannons. Yeah, let me tell ya. It didn't work out too well for him. Rarely head-ons work out at all, but I'll take those odds in a J7W1, especially against a Bearcat, which is better than me in almost every way. Had he looped around and avoided that head-on, he probably could have outmaneuvered my plane easily. So I'm kind of glad he did that. So the J7W1 was designed for one purpose alone, and that was to intercept and destroy American bombers that were annihilating the Japanese mainland at the time. And that most likely factored into their decision to put the engine on the back in the pusher configuration, which made it much more difficult for gunners to target the engine. Now, the whole idea to take out bombers is also probably the reason why it has such a ridiculous armament. Those 4 30mm cannons are going to give anything that gets in front of its gun sights a very, very bad day. Doesn't matter if it's a very large aircraft. Now, the J7W program was never actually completed, and only 2 were ever actually built, both of which being prototypes. The war ended long before this plane could ever see actual combat. At this point in the match, we are now searching for the last player on the enemy team, and there he is. He just came out of the clouds. Looks to be a bomber, and that means I'm going to get to see how the J7W1 stacks up against a B-17. It looks like he's making a run for their airstrip to rearm, and since there are still, I think, 3 or 4 other teammates still alive, it's pretty much just a race to see who can get to him first. And I clearly have that advantage, so I should be able to make a good couple of passes on him before anyone else can get to him. And that's a good-looking B-17 right there. He's got to be feeling a little worried right now. It's a J7W1 or a ME410, Fokker-Wulf. Any of those are about the worst things you can possibly see coming after you as a B-17 pilot. So let's see what this J7W1 can do. Now he's actually pulling a pretty good move right now. He's going to turn into me. which is going to give him a shot at my engine as I pass over him. Only for a split second, but it's about the best card that the B-17 pilot can play. It's also going to give me less time to shoot at him. But I managed to hit him in the tail, and he did hit me, but it bounced off and did no damage. And now I just have to loop back up and around and line up for my final, hopefully final engagement. Let's make this one count, take it nice and easy. Try to stay above his gunner's sights. And then duck below once he starts to get on target. And scratch one B-17. His wing came off easy enough. And that's a 3-kill game in my third match as a J7W1 pilot. I'm kind of liking this thing. I didn't really have too much to worry about in that match. That second Bearcat had the best chance at getting me, but he kind of just handed himself over to me on a silver platter. But yeah, I'm still forming my opinion on this thing. Got a nice amount of silver lions. This was my double XP win for the day. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you do like my videos, then stay tuned for more content. I got some more videos in the pipeline. But that's gonna do it for this video. And thanks again for watching. And I'm out.